Welcome everybody, and today we're taking a look at the third film in the Youth Gone Wild 1950s Juvenile Delinquency box set from Imprint Films, and it is 1958's Young and Wild. So this is once again directed by William Whitney, who also did the previous film in this release, and yeah, is once again a crime film, and that one that has a running time, sorry, is 69 minutes long, so yeah, all of those elements are the same as the previous film. And yeah, this stars Gene Evans, who was in a few of the excellent Samuel Fuller films that he did during the 50s and 60s, so likes of Fixed Bayonets, Hell and High Water, and Shock Corridor. But it was also in the monster film The Giant Behemoth. Also stars Robert Arthur, who was also in Ace in the Hole, which is a film that Gene Evans was also in, although in a much more minor role. And when a joyride in a stolen car results in the death of a pedestrian, the three juvenile culprits know it's only a matter of time before the cops come knocking. Their only hope of evading justice is to threaten the sole witnesses, clean-cut sweethearts Jerry and Valerie. But just how far are these teen criminals willing to go to stay out of prison? So much like the prior film, this also features some reprehensible young criminals, but thankfully they are not the main leads like in the previous film, which means they can be a lot harsher in their acts while providing a far more sympathetic young couple to get behind as the lead characters themselves. So this ultimately makes this a more balanced effort, as it's not just about, oh, all young people are all like this. There are actually young people in this that aren't criminals who do try to do the right thing, and that ultimately makes this a more effective film than the previous one. The cast is also good. The pacing is on point. It is engaging throughout. There is some really solid tension throughout this that is effective, and the production is well executed. So yeah, overall a good film. I'm not going to give it any higher a rating than the previous one, so it still gets a 3 out of 5, as I do feel like it leaves the juvenile delinquency kind of genre a little bit in the second half. It becomes more of a home invasion film with certain elements of just pure crime. But it is overall a better film than the previous one, even though I'm giving it the same rating. And yeah, it's definitely my second favorite in this box set so far. So yeah, we have the film in 1080p, and it's in black and white, and it looks and sounds pretty good with the LPCM 2.0 mono audio alongside it. It's in the aspect ratio of 235:1, and in fact, at the beginning of this, during the title, it says that it's in nature armor, which was apparently Republic Pictures' way of filming films in anamorphic with certain kinds of lenses. I'm not too clued up on it, but I was curious what nature armor meant, so I looked it up a little bit, and yeah, it's basically their way of shooting films in 235:1 aspect ratio. It's also in the English language soundtrack, and you got optional English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. And in terms of extras, you got directed by William Whitney, video essay by author Michael H. Price from 2026. And it talks about nature armor here as well in an extra. It's called In Nature Armor, a guide to Republic Studios short-lived film format. Video essay by filmmaker Rob Murphy. That's also from 2026. And then you got Juvenile Jungle and Young and Wild Press Book Image Gallery. So I'm not sure why the Press Book Gallery couldn't be on the previous disc for Juvenile Jungle's version, but they're both together on this one, regardless of that. So yeah, overall a really well solid film, and yeah, definitely one that feels a lot meaner than the previous one, despite this not being quite as violent as that previous film. Um, but yeah, it's definitely a lot meaner in terms of the acts, and surprisingly so, given the time that it was made. But yeah, nonetheless, there we go. That is Young and Wild, the third film in the box set. So we've only got one more to look at in this box set before we are finished. But I'm looking forward to it. It's called Teenage Crime Wave. It's from a director I've seen multiple films from before, unlike William Whitney and the previous director Paul Heinrich. Although obviously I'd seen plenty of him as an actor, but yeah, still, nonetheless, looking forward to seeing Teenage Crime Wave, especially since it is a much earlier film than these three that we've looked at so far. It's the only one from 1955. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what that's got in store for us. But nonetheless, if you have seen Young and Wild before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.